Jordan Hicks played inside and outside linebacker while in college. He'll do the same in the NFL and make a lot of plays in doing so.
On second down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Okay, this is almost football 101. What is a draw trying to accomplish? Using the aggressiveness of the defensive line against itself when they're getting back to the backfield, you pass them by handing the ball to a runner. In this case, that didn't work at all because the defensive line was there so quickly, there was no chance to fool them. But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
4 down. Check.
Now Wilson on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So Wilson will head to the sideline, and on comes Steven Hauschka for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And, oh, right away, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go again with Rawls. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy. The 45. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain. Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't know.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys. Well, partner, tough loss for the Seattle Seahawks on the road at Atlanta in the playoffs. But Doug Baldwin, you know he's always going to compete. 5 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Try to keep them in the game.
Earlier you were talking about the offense running through Russell Wilson. Doug Baldwin and the wideouts, how do you see that going forward for Seattle?
Well, I think that they are well-equipped there. They have to get Tyler Lockett back. He was injured late in the season. But Baldwin is a top-level receiver, finally getting the respect that he deserves. Jermaine Kearse is still around. Obviously, Paul Richardson came on late in the season. They have plenty of targets out there. They may go for one later in the draft, but I don't think it's a priority.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
To throw is Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal. We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll throw it. Wentz finding time. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3rd and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leotis McKelvin. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz under pressure, and they got to him again. So we've hit intermittent.
Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep.
Hey, I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 4 down.
They come up in an offset eye. A carry here for the big tight end. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the back.
The light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
Turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Titans going up against the Packers. So with that, let's get up to Lambeau Field. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. First carry now. This is Lacey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Off the play fake to Lacey. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. That catch good for 5. It's third down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Derek Morgan came into the league as your traditional hand-in-the-ground defensive end. He's made the transition to outside linebacker, and he's done it quite well.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And a good little broken tackle run there for the former second-round pick, Eddie Lacy.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power and definitely with some physicality. And enough of those types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him.
They stay on the ground on first down with Lacy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Lacey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 13 yards that time at a 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. One thing's for sure with Jordy Nelson, you can't fault his toughness. And we saw that on display in the NFC Championship game with that rib injury he played through.
To be honest with you, I didn't think he was going to play in the game. When I hear 2 cracked ribs, I just don't see that as a recipe for a guy being able to play wide receiver in a championship game. And he came back in about 2 weeks' time. You're exactly right. Excellent toughness, incredible toughness. And how about the production during the game? He was a factor, especially early.
Yeah, scored a touchdown, 67 yards as well. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Surveying the field, eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Here we go with Lacey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on fourth down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
319.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. And DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have, you're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, third in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well. Caught here by DeMarco Murray. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
Second down following the run. They'll run it again with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to it. And as the Packers get set to come back out on offense, and Charles, I want to ask you a question. You can take it offensively or defensively for Green Bay as they look to next year. Where do they need to focus, draft and otherwise?
I think I'll start on the offensive side of the ball, and I think running back is going to be a position they have to address. No matter what they decide to do with Eddie Lacy, decide what they're going to do with Ty Montgomery, but get more running backs into the mix. I think offensive line, you always want to fortify that position, but flip it over to the defensive side. Who's going to be the pass rusher besides Clay Matthews? Is Nick Perry still coming on? Do they have to draft someone else to help supplement Julius Peppers? In the secondary, they need corners that can cover. That's a big spot for them.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tackle made by Brian Arakpo. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Rodgers to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Fighting through. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Hey, 50. Hey, 50.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers dancing to his left. It's caught. Nelson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One back is Lacy. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds it...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Okay, Charles, as Tennessee comes back out for this series, let's focus on the offense and this upcoming draft. Put on your GM cap. They've got picks number 5 and 18. Where are you going?
I'm going receiver to help out my quarterback, Marcus Mariota. That's a high priority for me. If I flip it over to defense, with the complicated schemes that they run, I'm thinking about getting some more secondary players to help out on the back end.
So what makes their schemes so tough defensively?
Well, what they love to do is give everyone a certain look and make you think that this is where the pressure's coming from. And, in fact, the pressure's coming from elsewhere. So you have to be able to adapt to that so that the back end of the defense matches up with what they're doing on the front end.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run here. It's Murray. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeMarco Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Off the play fake to Lacey. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Hurry up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Steps away. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he finds Cook. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
319!
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And some room to roam now. 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Again, it's Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mariota now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clay Matthews able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, 67 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, something that was lost in the shuffle, to switch gears for a second, in the Super Bowl talk, is the Pro Bowl. It wasn't in Hawaii and Orlando this past weekend, and I know you enjoyed watching the skills challenges.
I certainly did, and the City Beautiful had a great time. Think about those skill challenges now. OBJ wins the drone drop. From 125 feet, he catches it and wins that one. Phillip Rivers warms up for the quarterback competition in cowboy boots. Ends up winning that in regular gear. And then finally, the dodgeball. AFC, NFC. NFC had 5 or 6 guys.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Out come the Titans now. Following the interception here, Mariota going deep here for Matthews. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Titans. 53 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
His throw incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Mariota now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Mariota will sneak it, and he'll get nothing out of that one. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
No gain. Quarterback sneak, no gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. They gave it to Murray, but he had no room to run. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run it again with Lacey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. One back is Lacey. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 81 yards. And the Packers get a score closer.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good...
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing is Mariota, and that is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Off the play fake to Lacey. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Caught by Nelson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And my goodness, another interception. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced it.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jared Cook, a 20-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
258.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Antonio Andrews now to return. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the Titans getting set to go.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone. And
it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Rodgers now to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get...
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because... This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Walker with a grab, left side. 23 yards on the play. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota now on second down. And Walker has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores, so you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back, but that may not matter now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Antoine Blake. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Jalston Fowler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
On first down, Murray. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
Mariota flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do